Excited to have Torrance and Terrance here today on our Rain Heart Wisdom show, and it is our Friday Fun, Play, and Learn Day. And both of them are here actually to share one of their favorite childhood storybook. So before we start, I just want to briefly introduce them and maybe have them, both of you also introduce yourself really quickly. I met Terrence 2 years ago through one of my programs, and now he's a business partner of ours as well. Really excited for you to be here, Terrence. And Torrance is Terrence's brother. And Torrance, from my understanding as well, he actually has a very fun YouTube channel called My Neighbour Totorrance. It's kind of following up to, is it an anime? I understand it's an anime called My Neighbour Totorrance.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
is that right?
Anime, yes.
Awesome, and it's all about stories about your collection as well, in terms of the characters in the anime series.
Yes, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I'm excited to go jump in and have a look at. So I'm excited to have both of you here. So
Thank
maybe
you.
both of you can kind of share what inspired you to do this. So for those of you who are listening, I saw both Torrance and Terrance were doing storytelling, reading their favorite books online, especially storybooks, childhood storybooks. And I was like, oh my God, I would like to have both of them on this show. That's why they're here today. So if both of you could just share what got you there.
Sure. Well, first off, thank you for having us. We're excited to share some fun with you and everyone watching on Friday today. So we started Sunday Story Time at the beginning of the pandemic, but the inspiration came well before that. So Torrance, you want to share a bit about where that inspiration came from?
Well, the inspiration came from, I discovered that there's children's books about the condition that I live with, that DMD, Duchenne muscular dystrophy. So I was really excited to share the book with people, because I wanted to do a reading on my YouTube channel, so I can raise some awareness.
And after he chose those two books, we then looked at oh my goodness, but we have so many other books from our childhood and new books that people have been recommending to us that has just been lots of fun reading together. And as we read them together, we get to revisit childhood memories, and we get to talk about the book and what it means to us and what did we gather and learn from these books. Because children books, even though they may be so simple and colorful, there is actually a lot of lessons within each of them. So it's just been such a beautiful experience to read these books together, and then it was also been a brotherly bonding experience too. So that's why we've been doing it.
Well, that's awesome. So I'm excited that I get to be part of this Sunday storytelling. I know this is about bonding between the two of you, but I get to be part of that right now for today.
Amazing. We love that.
Yeah.
Today, for those who are listening as well, so now you get to be a child. Just, enjoy. We're going to tell you a story. If you like to snuggle in and just enjoy being a little kid again, listening to the story that we're sharing today. So are we ready, Torrance and Terrance?
You ready?
Yes, ready.
We're ready.
All right, let's get started then.
All right. Today, we're going to read The Fairy Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. Okay, let's get started. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf.
One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar.
He started to look for some food.
On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry.
On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry.
On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry.
On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry.
On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry.
On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake.
One ice cream cone.
1 pickle.
1 slice of Swiss cheese.
1 slice of salami.
1 lollipop.
1 piece of cherry pie.
1 sausage.
1 cupcake.
Oh.
And 1 slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomachache.
Oh. The very hungry caterpillar then ate through 1 green leaf. He started to feel better.
The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and after that, he felt much better. Now, the caterpillar was no longer small. He was a big, fat caterpillar.
He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a small hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and
Oh. He was a beautiful butterfly. The end.
yay! The end.
Good job.
Good job.
Great reading.
Yeah, I feel like I'm doing this kid show, you know. Great, good job, great reading. What do you think? Yeah. How was it for both of you?
Good. Lots of fun. But I don't think you should eat a lollipop. That's a weird one. Lollipop?
Oh, he was really hungry.
Okay, well, okay.
So I'm curious, like from reading this book, like what else did you two like gather from reading this book?
So I think there might be a lesson.
What do you think the lesson is?
Don't eat too much.
Don't overeat on Saturday night,
Especially junk.
especially junk.
I guess I'm joking. Kind of. I guess. Yeah.
I gotta agree with you. You know, I was just wondering now if I'm a kid listening to this and like, oh my God, Saturday is my favorite, you know, but then I'll get a tummy ache. Oh, what are they trying to tell me here?
Yeah, it's like a subtle way of telling the child, don't eat too much, or you'll get a tummy ache.
Right. What about you, Terrence?
To me, so that I can relate to that too, that particular lesson, because I remember back in elementary school, they were teaching us I think this was at the same time, but maybe I'm getting some memories mixed up, where they actually got us to like take care of caterpillars.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So we actually got to see the process. So we'd go outside and find caterpillars and put them into like a little cup and feed leaves and stuff, and then like watch the whole process. And if I remember correctly, this was the book that like kind of kickstarted us to do that project. So yeah, just to be able to like watch the transformation after reading this book was such a fun thing to do when we were kids. Yeah, so that's what reminded me of. And I guess the lesson is just to be like curious and like explore and know that we are part of nature too.
Awesome. Well, thank you both for, being on the show. I really appreciate it. And just doing this part, I do feel like I'm a kid right now, somehow. That is really powerful, actually. So for our audience, right, I would encourage you to do this, do it with your kids, do it with your family, do it with your friends, do it with your colleague, yeah? And just see how it goes for you. Yeah. This has been fun. I really had a lot of fun. So thank you both for just allowing me to kind of intrude into this space.
You're not intruding. You're a welcome guest, and let's do it again.
Yeah, let's do it again. Well, once again, thank you both for being on the show and for that wonderful story. I'm glad that I got to be part of it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll see you the next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.